Hello and welcome to the Marketing a Unique Business podcast. My name is Dennis Mboro, and here we help entrepreneurs build unique businesses by helping them articulate their solutions to their target market, making it easier for them to understand and to take action. Marketing a unique business is normally one of the biggest hurdles that entrepreneurs face. And most of the time, considering how long it takes for human beings to be convinced of stuff, it can be quite discouraging. It can be quite discouraging. It can weigh you down quite a bit. And especially if you have put your heart and soul into doing this, sometimes you even wonder, is it even worth it? I've interacted with people, entrepreneurs who have started unique businesses. And even recently, I was having a conversation with one yesterday, and they were saying, hey, I don't think this idea will work. And most of the time, because I've also been there, it can be quite discouraging, because most of the time when you're starting out something that is different in a way, whether it's totally new, whether you want to do something in a different way, there is a passion that you have, and there is what you see in terms of how you would love to see the world change and how you want to introduce a new solution. So if the world does not, or rather the market or the people that you're selling to don't respond the way you expect or appreciate it, sometimes it can be quite discouraging, even to want to conform. If you had left employment, to want to look for another job or to put the idea on pause, all those are questions and conversations that you can have in your head. And majority of the time, yes, I think everyone who started something different at some point always has those conversations in their head. And what I'd like to say is there is something that, with the help of a friend of mine called Bhaskar, we were able to develop. And I remember around the time that I was developing it, it's a knowledge product of how to market unique businesses. I was still struggling with the same things. And I noticed that in as much as it is counterintuitive, and sometimes you'll go through stuff because a certain element of your brand story needs to come out. It kind of sounds strange, it kind of sounds crazy, but majority of the time, or most of the time, when you're going through hurdles in your businesses, they are supposed to contribute somehow to the story. And how you face that situation determines eventually whether it is going to be profitable for the business, or whether that is a point that you find yourself dropping out. What I'm saying, essentially, in short, is that the struggle, or the reason why we start unique businesses, is not because it is easy to do something different. We start in spite of the fact that we know it is going to be very difficult. We start unique businesses with many questions in our minds and many things that are still undefined, and we purpose, because we have decided in our hearts and we know that we must bring a difference, we must make a difference in the world, that you're going to do it regardless. And because you are the pioneer, because you are the person who is charting out this path, there is nobody, or there tends to be not many people that you can go to who can understand your specific situation. And how you're going to navigate through your situation is not going to be similar to how other people have navigated through their situations, because what you're doing is different. I came to discover that one of the greatest things you need to overcome when you're doing a unique business is yourself. And how you overcome yourself is by working on your mindset, working on how you see yourself, working on how you see situation, working on how you interpret challenge, working on how you look at risk. You're told that you're supposed to be a risk taker, and there's a way of calculating risk. Sometimes if you're doing something different, it is difficult for you to calculate risk. At DSM, when we were working on our knowledge product, that is the 5M product, we call it, it's a butterfly. It looks like a butterfly because butterflies are pollinators, and they are what eventually lead to each and every food that we find on our tables. When we came up with the 5M product, one of the elements of the 5M is the mindset. The reason why the mindset exists as a part of the 5M knowledge product is because the biggest obstacle, or one of the biggest obstacles that you need to overcome, is yourself. And the person you are right now is not the same person that you will be when the business is working. So as you continue to work on the business, as you continue to work on establishing the structures, working on the marketing, working on your product, working on the processes, building your networks, learning how to sell what it is that you're providing, and also other aspects of the business alignment, you will also need to work on your internal alignment, how you interpret challenge, how you look at risk, how you look at opportunity, and also how you persevere and go through difficulties. You may not be a patient person, but as you build a unique business, it's going to teach you how to be patient. So if your mindset is not growing or is not adapting as much as your business is, then you may never really achieve what it is that you want to achieve. And at the end of your life, you'll know that you are entrusted by God with a great idea, but for some reason, because you are not willing to grow, the idea never really got actualized, or someone else went ahead and implemented it. We are going to be putting out our content every week, at least once a week, could be more times. If you'd like to be one of our guests in our conversations, please reach out. The email address is in the links in the description. And also, if you need some help in terms of articulating your story, creating your concept, or marketing your unique business, do get in touch, because that is what we focus on here at Digital Strategy and Marketing. My name is Dennis Mboro. I hope this has been inspirational for you, and see you in the next video.